The fact of the matter is that no one is too far gone, nor is it, if you have breath, is it too late for God to work and change your life. And where I found hope in my experience is that the Lord heard my cry. The Lord changed me, and I was able to, and the way that you were able to with Jeremy for the seasons that you guys did have together, share with him the love in which you've received from God. And it's like, so in Troy Jr.'s case, years are gone by, and I did my best, like the father in Luke chapter 15, when his son left him, to not send him out of the door with boot marks on his back. To let him know that ultimately, yes, he had been bar mitzvahed. He had walked through the door of manhood. And I'm a Jewish Christian, and I wasn't religious in my Judaism, but my dad taught me enough to instill some cultural Judaism in me. And as the Lord moved in my life to develop my Christian faith, I started to see the connection between Judaism and Christianity, and the general application as it relates to manhood. So when Troy was 13, about 2 years before we would have our season of separation, I would put him through a bar mitzvah. And it wasn't a Jewish bar mitzvah, but it was a ceremony. It was a symbol where the preeminent men in our lives would gather around the fire and would talk to him about what manhood really meant. And we ate steak and we played paintball and we wrestled in the volleyball court. And he wrestled, there was 10 guys there and friends were there. He wrestled, and I gave him a Maasai spear from the real African Maasai tribe, because they would go through a process where their young men would like go out and like hunt a lion. I'm not so familiar with all the culture, but I wanted to give him something symbolic. I wanted to charge him and say, son, on this day, no longer am I your covering. I'm your dad, and I'll be there for you with every breath of my life for the rest of my life. I'm here for you, and I love you, and I'm broken and you're broken, and we both need God. But you have to stand before God yourself. I'm not going to be there. I'm going to teach you, and I've taught you, and I love you, and I failed you, and I'm sorry for the ways that I failed you. But ultimately, there's no grandkids in heaven. We're all his children. We all have to stand before our maker, and you've been instructed in the way that you should go. I've taught you about the word of God. I've told you about the goodness of God.